Hey y'all, it's Anna at Mimsy's Garden. You can call me Mims, just like my friends. Today, it's going to be a homemade soup base. Let's get started. First things, peel your potatoes, clean up your carrots, clean up your celery. And while I do that, I have mine soaking in some salt water. Next step, chop them up into the portion size that you prefer, whether that's small cubes or larger chunks. Last year I bought this handy dandy little chopper, and I just put the pieces on there that will fit into the little square. I just cut them some, and then you just smack the lid down on it. Oop, I popped out the thing. It just sits there. You can take it out and just leave it open. Either way, whatever you prefer. I just leave it on there. That, and you've got your chopped veggies. So that makes things a lot easier and speeds it up. I've changed my grate size to a little bit larger. This thing is wonderful. It's got lots of different sizes, and I'll just chop those out, and that'll be the potatoes to go into my jars with my carrots and celery. So whether you're just growing all of your vegetables and preserving them, that's what I try to do most of the time, but this is not mine. I actually went to Sam's and I bought two 15-pound bags of potatoes, a big package of carrots, and a big package of celery, because I want you to know you do not have to grow your own food to preserve food. We've got talks of impending food shortages, so if you're not doing something to prepare, I'd encourage you to do that. So this is what this is going to look like. I'm just going to mix it up so you can see. And this is just my soup starter, okay? Now, I do have homemade chicken broth, and that's what I'm going to can mine in. But you can even buy the chicken bone broth from Sam's, or you can just do this in filtered water with a little salt if you wanted to. I don't even think the salt's required. It just keeps it looking good to me. So what I'm going to do with all this is put it in my jars and then cover it with my bone broth and debubble it and can it according to the longest time for the vegetable that requires the longest time. So probably 45 minutes. I'll have to look just to be sure on these potatoes. That's probably the one that requires the longest time, and that's what I'll can those for. For the sake of time, I went ahead and filled my jars and got my broth in and my salt, and I'm gonna wipe my rims and the lids on, and then I'm gonna put them in the canner. Mine's a darker color because I used chicken broth. This is 7 quarts that'll go into my pressure canner. The next 7, because I've got plenty left, I'll use just filtered water so I can use it for other recipes. But this is what I use as a soup base for my potato soup. You can add onions in here. I did not, just because I've already got onions chopped and frozen, and it's easy for me to pull those out and saute them up a little bit and throw this together and add some heavy whipping cream and parsley and be done. It's a super easy recipe. You can use bacon bits or a little bacon grease to saute your onions and stuff in. That is your personal preference, whatever, but this is a great base. Potatoes, celery, carrots, an onion, and some parsley. The next thing I want to mention to you is everything is room temperature. Lids, rings, jars, vegetables. A lot of people blanch their potatoes ahead of time. I do not. And the reason I don't is because they've been through several rinsings and they've soaked in salt water. And so the extra little starch, that's part of the recipe with potato soup. You're going to get starch anyway, because as I'm cooking it, I take part of it out and puree it, yada, yada, yada. That's another story for another day. Room temperature, everything, because when you put it in the canner, then you're going to turn it on and bring it up to pressure all together. Canner's loaded. I've put the lid on. I've turned the canner on. We're going to bring it up to pressure. We're going to vent it 10 minutes. And while all that's going on, I'm going to verify my actual processing time. I'm not going to rely on my memory for this. This is the book that I use to check my times. You can see I've got things flagged. Okay, so I've got celery, carrots, potatoes. I know that the potatoes take longer than the carrots. So I'm going to my little marker. And I'm going to read what it says. Okay, let's see. White potatoes. Quarts, 40 minutes. And that's for my 10 pounds of pressure, which is my altitude. Be sure you're checking your altitude, or you know your altitude, and checking your processing times, okay? You can use the Ball books, you can use the Ball website, you can use the USDA website, the National Food website. There's plenty of places to use. There's good old-fashioned Amish canning books. Just do your research, okay? We're gonna wait for these to get ready. The cleanup's super easy too. The chickens will get the carrot and potato peels, and the rabbits will get the celery and the carrot ends. Don't waste anything if you can help it. Otherwise, take it out and make a compost. Okay guys, just wanted to show you what the end product looks like. Now, I did mine for 40 minutes because my bone broth had already been canned. If you're using bone broth from the store, then you're going to have to do a longer time. So you need to check that out. This one jar was done in water. So just wanted you to see what the visual differences are. Next round going down. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something. As always, hit that like and subscribe button.